I never really know how to start like videos or like I did back in I don't know 2 years ago. Because I ended up trying to film and then kind of fell off a little bit and got a bit unmotivated or undisciplined, if you really want to put that with undiscipline in that filming type of thing and like life going the way. But I like to take accountability where I know it's actually my fault and not anything else. And this time it actually was my fault. But anyway, the started filming again because I kind of want to, and I kind of liked it. I did enjoy it, but I did feel very out of my comfort zone. I feel like I was like forced myself to do it too, maybe a bit too early. But right now I feel I want to get back into filming and actually um, film kind of my journey and my fitness, and maybe along the way actually motivate people to do the same. And yeah, so basically this series, if you want to call it a series, I will be calling it a series, is day one of the cutting series, which, if I remember correctly, I think it is the 22nd of April. So I think of doing an 8 week cut to get me ideally down to where I think I'd be happy with the amount of like body fat I've lost during that 8 week period, and hopefully by then I actually have like somewhat good definition that I would be happy with. Um, it is. I do know that when you go on a cut, you got to kind of expect to lose more than you actually expected to originally lose. Because I think I will need to lose about like 10 to 15 kilos more for definition to actually show up. And I should say I weighed myself today and I woke up weighing 88.9. So if I have to lose another 10 kilos, which would be 78 kilos, which would be at the end of the 8 week cut. If it's a bit more than that, then we'll take away at the end of the 8 weeks. But anyway, back to the series. I think this will be like a journey for me to hold myself accountable to actually cut, because past times I've tried to cut, I did lose a lot of weight and body fat, but then I kicked myself back into a bulk a bit too early, and that would cause where I am right now. Because my last bulk, I was 106 kilos, and if anyone out there is 5'6" and what is 106 kilos or has been 106 kilos, we both know that is not fun, very not fun, and I was force feeding myself to get to that point, and I was controlled in getting to there. But once I hit 106, so I hit 100, and then that 6 kilos just came out of nowhere, and don't want to do that again. So I want to properly cut, and it's been a year since I've properly bulked. I took a long time off doing this, and I got from 106 down to 90 within a year, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And then as of this year, which is 2026, I've dropped back down to 88.9. I tend to fluctuate a little bit because, I like pizza. I like pizza. And I like, going out for having good food. So I've been fluctuating between like 85 to 88. Sometimes I crept up to 90, and that's when I sparked this series for myself. So day one of the cat is 22nd of April. 8 weeks from now would be, when would that be? June, mid-June, I think. be exact, would be around the 17th of June. Alright. 17th of June is when I will be finished the cut. I will assess from there to see where I stand. Because eventually I want to be able to go and actually compete in a bodybuilding show. It's always been my dream, and I've always enjoyed that type of fitness where you show off what you've done, or you managed to accomplish what you managed to build through however long you've been lifting. And I think that's really something I want to actually do. But, yeah, this series is just for cutting in the show, my journey, and yeah. And right in front of me for meal number 1 is some oats. Well, I'll get the exact macros up actually before I dive into it. But so it's 105 grams of rolled oats, 5 grams of chia seeds, crunchy peanut butter, 40 grams, and some honey, which is also 40 grams, which equates to 794 calories. And about 97 grams of carbs, 30 grams of fat, and 24 grams of protein. From my experience, from my other cuts, trying to cut, is I like to have, I like oats with chia seeds because I found out that it makes me less hungry throughout the day, and I don't feel like I'm dying basically or starving. So I like to have, and I also like to have the oats a bit watery, but it's kind of like cement at the moment. I think I could just flip it over. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to clean it up, just in case it does fall. But it's like cement at the moment, and yeah, a bit rusty with this. So hey, still eatable, still will taste mean. Even though I'm not a big fan of oats, I have to make it somewhat palatable and eatable, so that's why the peanut butter and honey is in there, which actually is not that bad, and I actually do quite enjoy it. All doing said, I should start eating, and then I'll probably see you guys throughout the day, and then probably when I eat next, or definitely when I go to the gym, and I know it's a chest day and triceps day, which I can't wait for. And I'll see you then. One more. Oh boy. One more set. Yeah, there's me done. Probably do some dumbbell incline. What I'm thinking, old weight was 33 kilos, but Thinking might be a bit of a drag, bit of a push today, but gotta at least try. Come on. Oh, fuck. Damn. Yeah. A bit heavier than I thought it would be, but definitely aim for 8 this time. The last time I had 8, but this set was only 6. But as long as it's not moving down the weight, that's fine. Reps kind of move either there or there type of thing, but next set we'll definitely try really push it. Seven. That's improvement. I think we'll sneak over to some dips. Do one more. Yeah, that's me. Last set of the chest day. Yeah. triceps. Oh yeah, bless me. Fuck. On to some triceps. I was wanting to go heavy. I'm thinking let's go on a bit lighter, squeeze it out because my triceps are very fatigued at the moment. This goes. Yep. Oh, that might have been the right choice. Holy heck. I think we'll do one more set. Go this way. And then thinking some overhead variation maybe. Yep. Oh. Onto the overhead tricep extension. I think we'll do one more. Oh, and call it there probably. Yeah, definitely last set of the whole workout. So. Yeah. No. Yep. Totally spent. Overall good workout. I'm hungry as, so we'll get going. Made it back, and this is meal number 2 of the day. Which consists of 100 grams of rice, 3 eggs. This is where it gets a bit kind of pedantic, well, it has to be exact, is I have 7 grams of sesame seed oil, 25 grams of soy sauce, and about, I'd say it fluctuates between like 20 to 30 grams of butter, which is quite a lot, but I like the flavour. More or less just for flavour, and it's all tracked, but it's all within the macros, and yeah, basically it just tastes nice. Gonna be honest, so the beginning of this video was when it was me talking about what the whole idea about this series will be and all that. That was yesterday. And today, obviously, is a new day. I never actually followed through with going to the gym or doing my cardio. I did walk about 15 miles, but didn't really actually do anything else besides that. There's no one else to blame but myself, and again, this is what the series is all about, just to make sure that I hold myself accountable and stick to what I want to actually do, because sometimes life can get in the way and it gets very, bogged down, and I like to, just get a bit much sometimes, and fall off what you're plan to do and that sort of stuff. But as long as you can get back up on whatever plan you've got set out for the next day, I think that you're doing alright. And that's what happened today. So everything I was supposed to do yesterday, I did today. And what I had for breakfast was, instead of it was slightly different, the same meal but just different measurements, which was, at the top of my head, about 50 grams of oats, rolled oats, 7 grams of the chia seeds, 20 grams of peanut butter, and 20 grams of some honey. And obviously got his meal down, and yeah, had that, and then went to the gym, and you'll see the chest day when I think it'll be before this. Anyway, I'm gonna get this down into me, and probably end up doing some other work that I got to get done today, and yeah, I'll see you probably for meal number 3, which will be the last meal of the day. So I'll see you guys then. I'll be doing some cardio after this meal, just I'd say 15 minutes, 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, because I've noticed that when I work out now, the cardio is actually getting in the way. It's not ideal because it's not that cardiovascular intense. Sorry. So I shouldn't be out of breath lifting weights. It's not ideal. And so part of me is just getting back into actually doing cardio consistently every day. But yeah, that'll be the next thing I gotta do, is obviously finish the work that I've got to do today and do some cardio, and then finish my meal and get some good rest. Alright, on to last meal of the day, dinner time. And what I tend to do with dinner is not really kind of track it, but kind of not track it. It's an estimation, basically. What I'm saying is, because it's a meal, it's chicken chow mein, and I like to have variety in my diet. So for breakfast, it'll be kind of like the same thing, either like some scrambled eggs with some cheese, or some variant of that, or oatmeal, some variant of that. And for for lunch, it'll be something like a variation of either rice and meat, or rice and protein, and something along those lines. But for dinner, I like to actually have something that is very different, I guess, because it's more keeps the morale up, and it makes me kind of want to keep dieting down, and it does work, and obviously I know how much calories I can have during the day, and it fits within the macros and fits within the calorie limit of my 2,000 calorie limit range. And tonight's dinner is basically just a carbohydrate, bit of fat, bit of fibre, and bit of protein, and it equates to around, I put it in as a 500 calorie range dinner, but it's actually probably more than that. It's probably more like an 800 calorie range, which I have enough banked up calories to eat this, and should fingers crossed lose weight tomorrow. Obviously if I wake up tomorrow and feel like I'm heavier, I will use that day as a benchmark. If I do the same thing, I still end at the same weight, then obviously I gotta lower the calories, or keep the calories the same but eat different type of food. That makes sense. Kind of like an experiment with myself. But anyway, this is kind of what it looks like. Mine, the messy kitchen. I'm gonna go eat this tucker and watch a TV series. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.